we come to the halfway point of our senior seminars. Our guests today come from the Blue Bay Police Department.
Why don't we begin with a question? What is a sex crime?
Not getting any.
Welcome to the town of Blue Bay.
Hi, Mr. Lombardo.
Hey, girls.
So where's your hose, Mr. Lombardo?
Where innocence can seduce.
He started rubbing my shoulders.
Accusations can destroy.
I'm innocent.
You guys do sex crimes, right?
When was this that Sam Lombardo gave you the ride?
Did Sam Lombardo rape you?
Yeah, okay, he did. He pushed me to the floor.
And appearances can deceive.
Kelly said that we should do this to hurt Mr. Lombardo. She found out that Mr.
All right. I'm not going to show the rest of the trailer because it starts spoiling shit. So I was like, all right, but that's the gist of this movie. This is called Wild Things. But
you make my heart sing.
This is a movie. Yeah. Yeah. That song's not in there, by the way. That song is not in there, by the way. That song, Wild Things, is not in there at all. Even the tone lock version is not in that song. But I'm just saying, this is a good film. Thank you so much I am honored here with 3 amazing guests. I'm on here with Stephanie from I'll Buy the Popcorn.
First time watch.
How are you doing tonight, Stephanie?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm a little sleepy, but I got my coffee, so I'll be waking up here shortly.
I'm on here with Ryan Cam, a good buddy of mine. How are you doing tonight, Ryan?
Doing good. Just advanced in a wrestling trivia tournament before I jumped onto this, so I'm feeling very excited. I'm in the right mood for this.
And I am on here with this guy and Matt Wyatt over here. Matt Wyatt, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Wyatt, okay? Literally, the big special guest tonight, Matt Wyatt, okay? Literally, Matt Wyatt, everyone.
Should just
so
be
grateful,
called
so grateful to be your special guest on your show.
Should be called Watt Wyatt.
It's such an honor having him tonight. Like I really, it's like a cameo, really. If you think about it, it's like that special, like that big Schwarzenegger cameo in Terminator Salvation. Just like, oh man, yeah, I am so grateful.
Except I'm not wearing CGI in this face.
Yeah, just like you're not just like a CGI person. Which, not gonna lie, that CGI is still better than She-Hulk. Not gonna lie. But yeah. So today we're watching. This all came about because me and Stephanie were having a conversation, and then I was like, "Have you seen?" We're talking about something. I'm not gonna say the whole conversation, but we were just talking, and then I said, "Have you ever seen?" This reminds me of this movie called Wild Things. Have you seen that? She goes, "Is that the one with Martin Short, the guy from the Hobbit movies, and Jenny Ortega?" And I'm like, "No, that's Miller's Girl." I was like, "No, this is you would like this." And then of course she's like, "I've never seen it. We should do a watch along." And so then of course I'm like, "I'll reach out to the guys," and then so now the guys, of course, I told them I had nudes on them and blackmailed them, and so they're here now for this reason. So.
You have to sign NDAs and everything.
It was horrible.
That's pretty close to accurate to what actually happened.
Gotta get that blackmail going.
Yes, literally, blackmail goes a far away. Blackmail goes very far. But yeah, I'm grateful for you guys to be here. And you've never seen this movie. You guys have never seen any of these movies, right? Like you've never seen this movie. There's 5 of these movies. Yes, there's 5.
So you're saying that there's like 5 movies with the same title?
No, there are 5 movies of.
You're talking about in the movie that there's 5 different storylines. Like we're feeling like one thing you think that this is going to be this movie, but then it turns 180 and it becomes a completely different movie, like 4 or 5 times throughout the whole movie.
It is a great film. Yeah, this movie, I saw this. Okay, so there's a little backstory about this movie. My brother, for his birthday, bought this movie, this and the second one, because the second one's a direct-to-video film. And so we thought, I thought these were monster movies. So my brother watched them, and whoo, these are not monster movies. And yeah, by the way, there's spoiler, there's nudity in this movie. So I'm just saying, yeah, it's not like 50 Shades of Grey type of nudity or 365 days, should I say, nudity. So you don't have to worry about that. But there's like 2 or 3 nude scenes in this movie, but it's not like overly like 365 days. But this movie does have nudity, so I know, spoiler alert if you're shy about this, Ryan. And
by the way, this is not a children's movie, but where the wild things are.
Yeah, and this isn't about the song "Wild Things." Like there is no "You Make My Heart Sing." That's not in this. So, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna watch this movie. I hope you guys like it. This isn't a comedy. I know people always think like, oh, he brought a stupid movie to watch, like Thanksgiving or some dumb movie. Like, no, this isn't a jokey film at all. And so
we finally have a winner on our hands.
We have a winner, yes. I do occasionally bring good movies, like Jeepers Creepers. I brought that one, and Ryan really enjoyed it, and Jacob Martin did, and so did Blacktastic. So yeah, I bring some good movies every now and then, but sometimes I'm a cynical asshole and I like to fuck with people, and so I think that's really funny to just give them bad movies and they can suffer. I think that's really funny. But yeah, this movie's really good. And before we start, I just want to say one thing to Ryan Camp. Ryan, May 15th is his birthday, and I'm gonna say happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, bro.
To you. Happy birthday, Ryan.
But I appreciate it.
May 14th, he will be 15 years
27.
old. Still close. Me, I think I'm like a year, like 2 years older than you, man. I think I'm 2 years older than you. I just realized that. I'm 2 years older than you. Well, yeah, I thought Matt was younger than
you pretty much like have the same birthday with George Lucas.
Matt, did you know that Matt is like 50?
I'm sorry, what?
Did you know that Matt's like 50?
Sure.
Old man, look in my life.
Matt, how old are you again? Like, I remember you said we're like, damn. Me and Ryan,
31.
You're 31 years old. I was like literally shocked when he said that, because I'm like, you do not look 31. You look like you're like 25 or 24.
I know. I'm ageless. I have good genes, bro. I thought you were the oldest out of all of us.
I really thought that too.
I was like, what the fuck?
Stephanie, this is what I have to deal with every Thursday.
I see.
Especially Jake.
It's really funny sometimes. Like, literally, we just had a conversation in small talk that Ryan's like, I got to edit that shit down because we cannot put that on air. Yeah, but yeah, this is a fun. So we're about to start the movie. So it's on Netflix if you want to watch it with us, or if you have a DVD or Blu-ray copy. Hopefully it's not stuck together, and you can put it in your Blu-ray player and watch it. You guys ready? All right.
Yep.
Push play already.
Yeah, this movie stars Kevin Bacon, Matt Dillon, Denise Richards, Neve Campbell, Bill Murray, Robert Wagner, Teresa Randall. Wow, this it's a stacked cast. And it has a great score by George Clinton, who would go on to, no relation to Bill Clinton, who would go on to score the Austin Powers movies. Who's a great composer. And this whole movie takes place in Ryan's favorite state.
Oh, yeah.
This whole movie takes place in Ryan's state.
What state is
that? It's what is it? The meth capital of the world, Ryan? Little anacondas and like crackhead.
That reminds me. Collins. How's the antebellum?
We haven't had the antebellum since the 70s, or like the 1700s.
Have you had any dinners with Calvin lately?
Yeah, Mississippi is actually a very nice place to live. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I remember that we were talking. You guys were talking smack to each other, but the state that you live in.
Well, pretty much everywhere in the South is nice to live, except for Alabama. I'm gonna get some comments now saying, "Fuck you, Alabama's awesome."
It's all about. Look, here I come. Here comes Texas.
In Texas, all you have to worry about really is rattlesnakes. Florida, you gotta worry about fucking
I've
snake.
never seen a rattlesnake scare.
Gator that rises out of the lake there was a real gator.
You got alligator. Everything in Florida wants to kill you.
Absolutely.
Now that I will say yes.
Like yes, like this is yeah. I like
the tone of this music just sounds so much different than what we're watching after the opening of the movie.
Theme.
No, this is like the soundtrack to Congo.
Like they didn't really have to go this hard with a score. I'm like, that's actually I respect that. You know, when you're like, you know, he could have literally just did like a little cheap score, but he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go like this is an Oscar movie.
Well, they probably were going for the Oscars.
They're like, we're gonna get nominated
for Best Picture.
Well, this movie is known for one thing. So this movie is. If you ever watch a Seth Rogen comedy, they mention this damn movie like 20 times.
Oh yeah, that was in Knocked Up.
Yeah, they literally were like watching that.
Yeah, but they were putting the footage for their porn site, dude. I remembered.
Mr. Skin, no. Mr. Skin is the one that they were. They're like.
Yeah, there was a ripoff of Mr. Skin, and apparently Mr. Skin was a hit on their website. Mr. Skin is even a better name than ours. Yeah, 2 times the showers. What did you think of that,
reference this movie in Superbad. Jonah Hill references this movie in Superbad.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon is the producer of this movie.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon. Don't watch the direct-to-video films because I made that mistake one time. I watched all 5 direct-to-video films.
I mean, let's be honest. Most sequels that came after when they put it direct-to-home video, then that's just a red flag that it's not so good.
Yeah.
There's one movie called Wild Things for Some.
They actually made that?
That's one of the movies. It's called Wild Things for Some. And I'm like, what? And John Schneider's in that movie, too. Jonathan Kent is in that movie.
Oh,
of course he is.
I'm just like, Jonathan, you're better than this, man. You're better than this, man. Come on.
Exactly. They went very hard on the score that we talked about earlier, but now when you watch this feels like a coming-of-age teen movie.
You know, it reminds me of what's that movie? It reminds me of that one movie that Bryan Singer made. It's the one with the little boy who's a white supremacist, and Ian McKellen's like a Nazi.
Apt pupil.
Yeah, it reminds me of that movie for some reason.
Is that supposed to be Denise Richards, if I remember her name correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was in Starship
the old
Troopers.
days when like 30-year-old women were playing like 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you miss it when like people in their
She was
30s were
also,
playing?
but she was in Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers go sailing around.
Remember the 90s though. Wasn't like the people that look like their parents, they should be picking up their kids, are playing teenagers. Like, hey there, kid.
Yep. A
Like,
lot of
oh,
actors in their late 20s play an 18-year-old high school kid.
Let me just answer the question now. In Florida, not everything has a tropical background like this auditorium.
It's a little bit of a too far-fetched. Too much on the nose.
Just a bit. It's not realistic. There's not a Publix anywhere near there on that mosaic.
Man, everybody must be really horny in Florida if you're going to try sex. They're just,
Well, a lot of these 4-month-old teenagers are horny as fuck.
This movie, by the way, is very timely because, like, this is like literally, like, this movie literally is like reminds me of the Harvey Weinstein.
Oh
Me Too
man!
era. Like this movie, if this was released in the Me
this
Too
was
era,
definitely a Me
this
Too
would
era.
have been huge. This would have been huge. This would have probably been nominated. I guarantee you, because it's. But it's like released in the '90s when like that wasn't really like a big priority, and which I'm glad it's getting focused on now. But like back then, it wasn't. Like Scream 3 did that plot line, and nobody cared about this plot.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's interesting to think that Kevin Bacon was playing the rebel in Footloose, and here he's playing the authority figure.
Hey, I know that's what I'm looking at right now too. Yeah.
What is the sex crime?
By the way, there is an unrated version that actually has like more. That has like it shows more of the plot. Like it would not like this is a theatrical cut, but the unrated version, like Kevin Bacon continues. About,
yeah,
like,
and this movie came
so
out in '98, so it was like a year after Scream 2 came out when Neve Campbell became a household name at the time.
I guarantee you, they would not make movies like this now because this.
They would never make a movie like this today.
This would be like something A24 would probably make.
Probably, yeah,
for sure.
And still not as this. They would still cut it down a little bit. Yeah, all these '90s movies, 2000s, they don't be making those anymore.
I mean, this tone is just more of a typical late '90s movies that we've seen, but I think it would have been a little bit more modern and more weird if it was made by A24.
Do they teach boating in Florida as a school? Do they have a boating
as
school?
A school subject? No, but there are like boating academies you can go to.
I think this is a rich people school. Like this, what it comes off.
And also,
like
and also Matt Dillon's playing a school counselor. He's closest to his own students.
Dude with a hose. Symbolism. Yeah, Bruce Wayne's sailing on that with the entire Russian ballet.
You know, you said that. I'm glad you said that because I was thinking he would have been a good Batman. He would have been a great Batman.
He would have.
Not the Schumacher era, but like he would have been a good like replacement if Schumacher didn't exist.
Well, this was after the fallout of Schumacher's Batman movies.
That was the year after this.
Pretty much Batman and Robin.
I wonder what year, because Denise Richards did the James Bond film, The World Is Not Enough. I wonder what year. This is probably after.
World Is Not Enough would have been either 97 or 99.
Mr. Lombardo, you really wouldn't want me to walk, would you?
Because the Pierce Brosnan Bond movies came out 95, 97, 99, and 02, respectively.
No problem.
Okay. Pretty much everyone in the 90s played this song. Like if you did not,
oh my god, it's
with the Jeep, and then the
soundtrack.
I mean, it's still a bop. I mean,
Third Eye Blind. God, that Denise Richards' character is trying so hard to get into Matt Dillon's pants.
I like that Neve Campbell's playing like the opposite of what she played in Scream. Like she plays like the innocent, you know.
Yeah,
like
the innocent
victim. Girl. Like, she's playing more like a cop in this one. That's like the opposite of that character.
She's playing like the more of the rebel shit.
Yeah, a little goth punk rock.
Yeah, like more like an emo.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
What do you all think?
Because it doesn't feel like she's being typecast.
What do you all think?
Oh my god, they're playing another song. What Smash Mouth? I'm wondering what song is this playing, but I know that song.
What do you all think of Neve coming back to Scream?
I'm kind of happy that she's coming back to Scream, but I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Is not doing it, but I'm really excited because I really like it. Started with Neve. I hope that you know it's good. Because I've liked what they were going with Scream 7 before.
Personally, I'm a little bit nervous because Kevin Williams is the guy who has written all the Scream movies, but now he's directing it, and that gets me a little bit nervous because he hasn't directed a movie before. But
the last movie he directed was Teaching Mrs. Tingle, back in like '98. Like when this movie was out, he was directing a movie. Bill Clinton was president when he directed his first, the only movie he's directed.
I remember seeing this Twitter post with like the reported pitch being like the end of Scream 6 of being like it would be Sidney Prescott being like, "Oh, that's the end of the novel," and people just being angry about that.
But also, I'm not going to be surprised if they bring back Patrick Dempsey from Scream 3, because in Scream 5, they mentioned that Sydney is married to Patrick Dempsey's character and they have children. So it wouldn't surprise me if they bring him back for this new Scream movie.
Ryan, when you go gator hunting, do you ever go gator hunting, try to feed gators in that thing?
In an airboat like that, no. It's mostly been,
you go hunting gators like from the guy from Waterboy.
Ryan, you had to have seen gators before, Ryan. You live in freaking Florida, man.
Yes, I've seen gators before.
They all know where they live.
Why would if a student showed up at my house, I'm like, I'm sorry, you need to get the fuck off.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
But did you notice earlier that Denise Richards' mom is trying to fuck Matt Dillon's character too?
The Sandman's wife, or I'm sorry, Matt's wife, is trying to Matt Dillon. Matt's sad.
But also, fun fact, because the actor, we both share the same first name.
She was in 2.5 Men. I always remember her from 2.5 Men.
Sam the philanthropist.
Do we ever see his glasses again? He had them at the beginning and no glasses anymore. Or is it just going to be a nerdy teacher glass thing when he's in school?
Well, it's like the Clark Kent thing where you wear glasses to make yourself.
Is that supposed to be his reading glasses or something?
Off and it's like, see, I'm a nerd because I'm wearing glasses. When I take them off,
I think it just might be just his reading glasses or something.
Reading glasses? Well, he wasn't reading anything at the beginning. He was writing. He was writing sex and then crime.
Oh, right.
Matt, listen to the lyrics of the song.
Oh God.
It seems like they're just hinting. The movie's just hinting what the movie is.
Hey Josh, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Josh? You should watch it. It's really
What's
good,
up,
man.
Josh? Yeah, we're watching Wild Things.
It's epic-tastic. That's what it is.
It's crazy.
I feel like I'm happy that Matt did see it. I'm kind of bummed he saw it, but I'm kind of happy because I feel like I'm not crazy anymore. I'm like,
yeah,
because
if I had not watched this movie last night, I probably wouldn't talk as much. Because now after seeing it, now I can talk about it a little bit more in the context of the scene.
Which is ridiculous. Why did you watch it Monday? You watched it last night. You're like, yeah.
I mean, if you would have seen me watch for the first time on the live stream, I probably would have jaw dropped like, "What the fuck? Are you kidding me? What?"
Give me a ride when you find a ticket.
Just give me a minute. Okay?
Oh my God, we know you're trying to fuck him. Jesus Christ. Can you be so obvious?
That's when I go lock my door, go inside, lock my door, but I'll be right back. And then I will
just lock the door.
Look, I'll be right back. I promise. I'll be right back. If a girl, I don't care if she's the cutest girl in the school. I'm an adult. You're a child. I'm not going to cross that line. I don't care if she's
a child, but a student.
She's probably I'm guessing she's like 17 or something.
I think she's 18 because they're not trying to make it creepy. Like,
yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it's even more creepy when he's a high school counselor.
He's the guidance counselor, you know.
Oh Jesus!
That's when you go. That's when you jump out the fucking window and just run away,
or just throw her out.
You ain't catching me with the charge.
Maybe that's what happened right there. Is that why the charges start? Because he rejected her? She was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Unless it really did happen.
They did not show us what happened after she walked out, but before she walked out of the house. We don't know what the hell happened. That builds the suspense. Like what happened?
Oh, here we go.
Well, at least at the beginning he was smart. And he told that guy to come into the house. I mean, into the car with him. Like, I'll give you a ride too. You have a bike, it's fine.
Oh God, here it comes. What the holy shit?
Man, I'm sorry about your wife getting railed by an Italian dude.
She was my wife.
It makes Sandman so mad. I know.
I'm like
Sandman,
fucking Harrison Ford. Like, she was my wife.
Oh, there goes the glasses again. So it's just at school. Why didn't he have the glasses on when he was looking for his coupon?
We got a comment from
my sister.
Stephanie's sister, everyone. Man, I wish my
Hello.
sister was hooked up. I would I'd put the cheering like, woo.
Hello.
Next week I'll have my soundboard hooked up, and then I'm just gonna start. That way, when we do a live stream, I'm just gonna start. Woo. The other day I had my soundboard hooked up just to mess with Matt, and Matt's like, I could swear I hear gunshots.
It's not the first time that you use the soundboard. When we were doing the 100 episode of Smallville watch party, it's like, I can fucking hear what's going on in the background, and I know it's you, Jake, because you're the only one who fucks around a lot. Ryan was more.
I thought it was really funny too. I was like, Ryan knew I had a soundboard too. I told Ryan about it the other day. I'm gonna screw him at.
Because we all know that Ryan does not mess around. I know it's you, Jake.
You literally thought for a second, like I hear something, and then you realize after like
what the fuck is that noise? Sounds like a kid crying or someone dying or someone bitch slaps someone.
You should tell your sister. Your sister would like this movie. I'm 100% guaranteed she would like this movie. This is a really good film.
See, I can still hear the gunshot. You asshole.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say she might end up shooting somebody since they're showing us she can shoot.
Oh yeah, she's just blowing off steam.
So you're taking the day off, right?
She did an independent film it's awful. The one that the mom in the movie, she did a movie called Whore. And the whole movie is about a prostitute. And it's like Deadpool. She breaks the fourth wall and talks to the
She does the fourth wall breaking.
Yes. And it's so bad. And I literally, because Kevin Smith was talking about how awful this movie is. And it just makes no sense. Even her pimp is like talking to the camera going, yeah. He says, this is how you do it down here in the streets. And I'm like, what is this movie? It's awful.
This movie kind of reminds me of this Netflix series called Bloodline. It's got Kyle Chandler, Ben Mendelsohn.
That's a great show.
I mean, it also doesn't help that this movie and that show takes place in Florida, specifically.
Oh, yeah.
In case of Bloodline.
Your home, Ryan.
That's great. Yeah, I got my brother-in-law into that show. He loved it so much too.
I've only watched the first season. I didn't finish the rest.
So there's a show called Bloodline. Is it like about serial killers or something?
Well, it's about a very broken family.
Oh.
A very messed up family. It has dirty
There
little
you go.
secrets, skeletons in the closet.
Raped in Blue Bay.
That should not be your first thing. We said my daughter should not be raped, period. Not in Blue Bay. Like, she could be raped in Miami. She could be raped in California or New York. But damn, she's not going to be raped in this shitty. I'm so sorry. Next time we'll try to relocate for your daughter's sake. Sir.
Oh, the mother's pissed.
Robert Wagner, everyone.
Would you like to take a break for a minute? I just want to get it over with.
So I got a question. Do you think she's putting on an act?
Yes. Look at the way she's dressed already. Covering up, looks sweet, innocent deal. I don't believe her for a second. No, I'm not trying to victim shame. Don't come at me, people.
I had to ask that question. Like, I got to get that reaction. Like, did you think she's full of shit?
to quote the movie Scream, she was flashing her shit around town. She was Sharon Stone.
Unless because you're no Sharon Stone.
Dylan was visibly uncomfortable with like her doing all of that. So like
even when I watched it last night, I was like, yeah, she's full of shit. There's no way that actually happened.
I mean, like even the little boys playing basketball knew that she was literally like, yeah, she was putting out.
Yeah, they have witnesses.
You think she was coming up with it there at that particular time, or it's something that she thought about it from before? You were gonna skip past the part that you come into the house soaking wet. Oh, look at me.
It's probably after. Then she got so pissed off that he rejected her.
Like, you not see me?
I mean, you literally were putting yourself out. You were willing to fuck him.
He kept saying, stop. He withdrew. I don't know what's really to remember exactly.
This is what happens when people have more dollars than cents.
Mm-hmm.
Like cents, but also CENTS. I was trying to.
But you know how messed up it is that Me Too movement can actually destroy people's lives when they had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's even fucked up.
I like that this kind of shows you, like, this is kind of like, but it doesn't show you, like, it doesn't just show you one person's innocent, one person's guilty. It shows you both sides of this argument, and I think that's what makes this. Like, I guarantee if this movie would have came out in 2017 in the fall, this would have been like the biggest movie of all time because people would have been like, because it shows you both sides of this argument.
Like, y'all remember last year there's a movie that came out called She Said,
Set it up to be alone.
and no one saw it?
That's true. Yeah, they made a biopic movie that She Said, and no one saw that movie.
Yeah, because that movie came out too little, too late. Like if this would have came out now, nobody would watch it. But like, this came out when it comes out, when it misses its due date, or when it comes out like before. It's like Watchmen. Watchmen would have came out like in 2018 or so. It would have done huge.
Oh yeah.
But it would have been more difficult to get more people to see Watchmen for Zack Snyder because there's still people that were not fans of Zack Snyder's movies.
Co-workers, Dr. Kelly's friends.
You know what that'll mean for Lombardo.
Yeah. And you heard the Van Ryan girl's statement. The guy's dirty.
Yeah, the cops spotted bullshit watching that video. Someone threw a note to his window.
Oh, the old days with the notes.
Before texting was even a real thing.
That was a tweet right there.
Or DMs.
That's the one.
And the cops didn't see someone throw a note in his room and then run away.
Yeah, no one saw it. Like, what the fuck? You were out in the open.
You run away. I mean,
I just want to say I've never been able to just like throw a paper.
That's an incredible drawing. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever drew that is very talented. Okay, I mean, like
that person's an artist.
I would be more like I'm amazed that they drew this well, and they should join art class if they have not.
You're pretty much crazy description.
It's like I don't approve of the drawing, but like you know what, I do like that it's artistic though.
I'll be like, fuck you, but respect.
Talk to me. Kelly Van Ryan is accusing you of rape. Chainsaw.
Apparently, I'm the last one to know about it.
I'm sorry, but shouldn't you talk to the first person that you talk to is the guy that's being accused of rape?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying, shouldn't that be the first person? Not like talk to everybody but that person?
Get him in and get his point of view.
You gotta believe that.
We're gonna go and talk to everybody but the person being accused, and then that way we get all the stuff, and then we're gonna throw it all at him at once.
Stays, follows you around.
Which is true. Like if somebody accuses you of something, that's never gonna leave you. Like right now, like
as serious as this.
Right.
Murder.
Also, even if you were innocent, there's still a public opinion. They don't care.
Just like what happened with not The Rock, but Johnny Depp. Everybody's calling him a woman beater and everything like that, and everything. And still to this day, even though he was exonerated, there literally is still people that are like, fuck him. Fuck him.
There's still some people out there that will say fuck the Johnny Depp. They will still accuse him for that shit, no matter even if he was exonerated.
Not to mention,
it's just a crazy fucking world that we live in that is very twisted.
It's like we used to have due process, but then people see now due process as it fails. So now people will just like playing burn the witch.
Burn them to the stake.
Like if you say witch, they're just like, all right, they're over, they're done. I think that's like, no, I don't think that should be it. We should.
Yeah, the problem is that they don't care about the truth. They can't handle the truth.
Bill Murray in a neck brace is
he fucking owns it with the neck brace.
I'm not gonna lie, Bill Murray is the funniest person in this movie. But
because even though it's not a comedy, but there's a lot of humor in this movie. This movie is actually fucking hilarious.
I'm 90% sure he made up these lines because there's no way somebody.
I guarantee that Bill Murray did improvise.
Because he's known to improvise.
Beyond that, there was no relationship. Well, you got nothing to worry about. What did you do to your neck? This? I don't have to wear it all the time. There was a shorts guy around here.
He's just fucking faking the neck. That's so Bill Murray.
Look, there was an insurance guy. Don't worry about it. Like,
I was an insurance guy. Don't worry about it.
I would get him to leave by then. I'm like, yeah, you're a sleazy lawyer. You're like basically Saul Goodman. I'm good.
Yeah, he's literally Saul Goodman. This is before Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. Better call Saul.
Is it Christmas? Is it Kwanzaa? Wrong. It's slip and fall season.
Honestly, I would just move after the trial. If I was not found guilty, I would move.
Yeah,
because no one else, everybody thinks you're a rapist in this town now.
But also, if it were today, it's on social media, and you'll be fucking like, you'll be shit on a lot more. You would have to be off grid.
Maybe you didn't hear me, Lombardo.
Oh man,
Finished in a little bit. I'll find you around my daughter again. You'll be finished too.
Well, that's a wrap.
Sorry.
You got Kevin Bacon over here. Wait, what? Has Kevin Bacon showed up again?
No.
No, not yet.
So Ryan, is that like every craft store in Florida? Is that like every gas station looks like that and every bar looks like that in Florida?
Honestly, most of the gas stations around here are honestly pretty nice. A few of them are Wawas, so and we've even got the only Buc-ee's.
I love Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is so good. I love it.
To be fair, Florida has Disney World, so like that's.
I mean, yeah, and they have Universal
and Universal. And
I've been there many times before.
I love Universal. That's like my favorite. I think Universal
because Wizarding World, they got that.
You don't like Disney World?
No, Wizarding
World.
World.
I like it, but I prefer Universal.
If I were to go back to Disney World, I probably would go to
Universal in California, but I love Disneyland in California. Universal is just a shopping center in California.
He got thrown into the river. Or bayou.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whatever that is.
The mom's fucking housekeeper.
Oh yeah, nothing suspicious about this at all.
Oh, it's the boy toy from the mom?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the mom's boy toy.
Matt's wife's lover.
Look at the animal.
The fucking raccoon just like,
oh, here he comes again with the neck brace.
He just breaks into his own house.
And the little music that they put on for him.
Feels like old school noir crime movie. Hearing that from the music.
I mean, like, this is well. Blacktastic. How are you doing, man?
What up?
Thank you so much, man, for gracing us with your presence. By the way, if you haven't checked out his movie, The Lookout,
Drinky Condo,
fantastic. I watched it this morning and I was like impressed. It was really well done. I messaged him right after I watched it. I'm like, that dude, fantastic. You did such a good job. And by the way,
yeah,
Stephanie, she's in it and she's also great in it too. You know, both like she's really good in it too. Everyone involved in the movie is fantastic. You know, like all around the board. This is like I really enjoyed it. You know, I was like, I'm gonna watch it again like later or tomorrow again because I watched it like which awesome. It's like a heist. You know, it's kind of Reservoir Dogs more or less. It's more like Reservoir Dogs than it is like it's like So I was saying you'd probably like it, Matt and Ryan. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Sam, I voted Educator of the Year.
Yep, I've seen The Lookout. It's a pretty good movie. Very underrated.
They're gonna look stupid. They know it. Why do you think they haven't taken your statement yet? Because they're busy looking for dirt.
100%. No one is 100%.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but I was in musical theater a ton in high school. So, Blacktastic, if you ever need actors,
if you ever need a guy, Ryan.
You got three right there.
Well,
if you need a guy, you need actors.
Okay? I was in a movie, okay, and it's on Tubi right now called The Secret Seam. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it's on The Secret Seam, and and I'm not gonna lie, you guys got to watch that movie. It's actually really funny. Dave gets mad when I tell him that, but I'm like, it is. It's like The Matrix, but like a more comedic version of The Matrix. Not intentional, but it's fantastic. I always tell Dave, it's bad, but it's good bad though. It's like a fun bad movie. And the funniest comment we got
did a thing with the gator that I don't think you should do with the gator.
The funniest comment we got for that movie is this is like a total sausage fest. There's no chicks in this movie at all.
In The Secret? In the one that you're in?
Yeah, Secret Scene.
Oh.
That's what they said.
I was the only girl.
Which I got to really one day I got to bring out The Secret Scene and just play it. I'm proud of that because I'm like I have a voice cameo, but I'm not an actor. I told you I'm not an actor. I do not act. Okay, and he's.
Oh, you froze.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Now, this trailer park, definitely Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you guys do sex things, right?
My partner, Detective Perez.
Celine. It's okay. You did a pretty good line on what cheap fucks people are.
Yeah, so Susie, you called us, remember?
Did they arrest Mr. Lombardo?
No.
Will they?
I don't know.
That bothers you?
I remember the thin eyebrows from back in the day. I used to have some thin pencil eyebrows back in the day. like very
yeah,
lucky
yeah,
that
sorry,
mine grew
my
back.
internet's acting weird. I don't know why. It's acting weird for the last 3 days. Everybody keeps saying maybe it's that solar storm, whatever. But I'm like, I don't think that's it.
I mean,
Yeah,
it could be.
that's right. You were in that movie. He's the first person Dave talks to in the movie. Blacktastic's also in the movie too. Oh, Blacktastic, that movie is great though. I mean, it's like one of those movies you get your buddies around to watch, and it's just a fun movie. I mean,
What's the name of the movie?
I'm not disparaging the movie at all. Like, I'm not saying that.
No, but what's the name of the movie that you were talking about?
Secret Scene. It's on Tubi. It's fantastic. I mean, it is a great film to watch. I mean, I watched it. I have a voice line. I have a cameo voice line in the movie, and it's Anthony Perez is in that movie too, and he plays like the main villain. It's man, I want to go watch it now. That's actually we're gonna have to do a live stream on that. Man. I told Dave the other day, like Dave still loved reading comments on it, and he said the funniest comment though is when someone said that there's no dudes, it's all dudes. But yeah.
Wow, now she's saying that he raped her.
Don't touch me.
Are her and Denise Richards, I don't know, we're like really friends, but they're acting like they're not friends. Or maybe
one question: Do you think she's in on it too?
He said, "No bitch can ever make me come."
Wow, she's literally saying the exact same line that Denise Richards said in her interview.
Mm-hmm. Unless she's the one that really got raped, and maybe she was friends with Denise Richards in the past, and then they had a falling out, so then she remembered. It's like what he did to her, then maybe, I mean, look at me.
Right.
Definitely me.
I mean, maybe. Oh, looks like you got your little buddy. Got your new bunkmate.
So you're the new chicken licker.
The limousines back in the day. Oh my god. So she really said, I'm gonna make a statement with this yellow outfit.
Hey, Matt. Bill Murray just pulls up in a cab. You know you're shit out of luck when your lawyer pulls up in the fucking cab. And you're like, well, I guess I'm going to jail. Guess I'm going to jail.
Bill Murray's still wearing the brace.
I'm surprised he wasn't cuffed.
Yeah. Like when they cuff
I mean, I'm not necessarily rooting for him to be. I'm just saying, like,
hey, guys. Got it. Hey, guys, I'm posting a selfie on this. I'm watching World. Fucking mad.
Sorry, I don't believe her.
Ryan just looks like he's just like. Every time I see Ryan just looks like sad. Everybody's surprised except for Ryan. Ryan just didn't even look like.
I didn't know you were.
And even though it's something we've been
This is the first time we've seen Kelly in a while. Has anyone noticed that?
Yeah.
Kelly, when you saw that Mr. Lombardo intended to have sex with you, what were your exact words? What did you say?
I told him no. I said, stop, Mr. Lombardo, please. I screamed for him to stop.
You screamed for him to stop.
I wonder if Amber Heard watched this movie before she went on trial.
You might have got it from this movie. I mean, the way you saw her testify. Stepped on a bee.
I swear, I did not shit the bed. It was the bee.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Hearsay?
It's day 2 of the Lombardo
Objected hearsay.
of the former guidance counselor has taken a stand.
That was something.
Kelly Van Ryan delivered to the jury.
Really? That was okay.
Bill Murray clearly going to the Jim Cornette School of Fashion.
He's just reading off a paper. You're just like, I would just I would do this. I'd just go, no.
It's been a year? Wow.
I thought it was like, I literally, when I first saw this, I thought it was just like a trial in a day. And I'm like, that's the fastest trial I've ever seen in my life.
No, I think she got raped first a year prior, and then Kelly got raped, and then that's where everything that's how I understand it.
Okay.
So 1 month.
Okay.
Say this man raped you, you go to him for help.
By the way, Stephanie, I love that peacock wall art on your wall.
Oh, thank you.
Or not peacock, flamingo. It's flamingo.
No, it's a peacock.
Peacock, yeah.
That is very nice, actually. Did you do that yourself?
No, my cousin, he gave it to me. He had it at his house, and he's always redecorating. And I go, whenever you decide to get rid of it to me. Give it to me. And yeah, I was like, I have the perfect sex. I had this wall, it was empty, so I was like, I needed something. But my favorite painting in my room is that one. That's my favorite. I only have the 2, but that's my favorite. I got that one in Mexico.
That's very lovely. I like
Nice.
That. It looks like Van Gogh almost.
Yeah, it's really heavy, and it came with the frame and everything, and I could just stare at it this all the time. I'm like, I think it's just beautiful.
Great taste.
Cute.
God damn it!
I would literally, the judge in real life would get on to her and tell her, you say one more line like that, you're going to be held in contempt.
Objection, hearsay.
Hearsay. They need Judge Judy on there.
Oh, she would rip them.
Oh, she'd already been held in contempt.
And he raped Kelly. I didn't do anything.
defense counsel. I think I made it plain this court intends to hear Miss Toller's story.
That would not happen like that. That would not happen like that.
To quote Kevin Owens, liar, he's a liar, or well, she's a liar, she's a liar.
Objection, all right, move the strike.
Hearsay.
Stick up for me, and I had to go away to that hellhole. I mean, it's like you're his favorite, and then who cares? Stop. When Kelly said that we should do this, but cool. Kelly, all these big shots screwing me over like the cop you can't. Now they're gonna get screwed.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have to object. Your Honor. Please, may I be heard?
Mr. Baxter, you are not trying.
It doesn't work that way. A last second lawyer can't drop in and says, "Don't worry, I got this." Prosecution.
You just took the neck bracelet.
The prosecution cannot hand over the case to a different lawyer unless something's wrong.
Since her old man died, and then she found out.
That's a conflict of interest.
Don't you know who I am?
Okay, I'm sorry, but that would not. It would not like they would.
No,
not
they
just
would
say,
definitely arrest her. They would hold her in contempt. You just
Yeah, but,
literally
like,
assaulted.
The court case would not be over that quickly. They would still have to delegate and everything else, and it'd be up to a jury, and it would be longer than that. Like it would not just be like. Although that would, I guarantee you that it would not help her case. The fact that what she just did. I'm guessing.
Oh,
this is,
maybe it had been a year. I understood it as that. He lost his house already? I guess it was a year.
They never, that's the only thing I like about it. They never address the time jump in this movie. They never just show. It just shows you the next scene. You're like, did this all happen in like a day or
couple months?
And then they're just right there next to him. Bill Murray's like, "Fuck you,"
Giving him the bird.
Oh boy. What?
Yes, he is actually funny.
Get away with this shit. All the blood of unlettered white trash bitch.
I don't think you get it. Your princess here committed perjury. It'll be all I can do to keep her fucking little ass out of jail.
What are we going to do?
Well, they got a little feisty.
Wait, they all got neck braces.
They do.
He really is Sal Goodman. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying. I'm not saying Vince Gilligan ripped off.
This movie was
Bill
the
Murray's
blueprint.
character.
This
But
was
I'm
the
just saying,
blueprint.
He was at least the foundation for Saul Goodman. Bill Murray.
They got the bro shake. I love it.
This is definitely Saul Goodman.
I like how the Robert Wagner's the lawyer was like looking at the other lawyer or like the rich people lawyer, Sandra Van Wine's lawyer was looking at all the people like, are they running a scam here or something? Because it's like all these people have gassed on them. Like what the hell?
What do you want to kiss him?
Looks like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing.
No, he looks like Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Give it up, random Spanish boyfriend. She's not gonna fuck you.
Like I don't remember if Patrick
That
Swayze.
dude was in the. I just know that dude was in
That's
the
fucking bacon.
That dude was in the Punisher, the 2004 Punisher movie.
Yeah.
He was the Colombians that John Travolta is having to deal with.
You make it a paper cut, Bill. Calm down.
Okay, why don't you do Ghostbusters 3 and then we'll see that.
You know, I do actually like Bill Murray. I'm not really a big Bill Murray fan, to be honest with you.
You don't
but
like
I like him here.
You don't like Stripes?
I haven't seen it. I thought.
Oh, you gotta watch Stripes. It's so
Stripes
good.
is so good.
Is there a movie on this flight, stewardess?
Like you're not a Bill Murray. I can understand Garfield, but like Stripes, Zombieland.
I like. Well, he was only Zombieland for a little moment.
Yeah.
That Scrooge movie, I thought it.
I thought it was good.
I didn't like him in Scrooge either.
I like. Well, there's some parts I like in the movie.
Until she's dead, now she's breaking it to pay you.
Groundhog Day.
I hate that movie. My dad.
Oh, I
loves
love Groundhog Day. What?
I hate that
movie.
Oh,
his
Kelly,
trope.
maybe you.
He could
Kelly,
literally
maybe-
sue her again for like assault.
Kelly, you should have considered that before you pulled this.
Even if I wanted to.
It's not even. I feel bad for him in this. I'm like, dude, like, it's like. Honestly, though, I would go stay at a hotel that's nicer than this. This looks like a shithole.
Yeah, he's constantly going into the shithole hotel. Motel room.
It looks like this is what people in like the South go, where they go fuck prostitutes.
He's gonna go catch something there.
Like if you go in there with like a little blue LED light, you're
He's
just gonna
sleeping in
think
the
like,
bed that has been used so many times that he might catch something.
What's that blue light, Ryan? That that you can see where people left love stains.
UV.
Yeah, the black light. Black
Black
light.
light or UV light, you see all the love stains on the wall.
You'll see a Jackson Hollow painting.
This is the motel where every true crime podcast begins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
On this episode of Case File.
Uh-oh.
I am so dead now.
To be Neve Campbell. Is it a different one? Denise. Oh, crazy bitch.
Jump out the window, Sam, quick! I'm just saying, no one ever jumps out of a window anymore. You know, I'd be like,
All right, dude, time to go. Check out of the hotel. Time to go.
Just like you said. What's wrong?
What?
Shit out. What's wrong?
so as Matt was waiting, he's like, I know this is about to happen.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
And I felt so bad for him.
It's like angry. He's like, I felt bad for him. I was like, man, it's not his fault. And then fucking
all of them are in on it.
See, I was like here with him. Now it's like in the basement. Like,
Let me tell you something. It's a long fucking way from home.
both of them.
Oh, we're all on different parts.
Ryan's just like Ryan just felt like his soul left the room. It's like,
It's like,
well, who am I
hey,
gonna root for now? Let's.
he was like, hey, I'm gonna head out.
I was like, now it's like, well, Kevin Bacon, I guess now. At least I hope Kevin Bacon crushes them.
Yeah, now the only character to root for is Kevin Bacon.
Exactly as I said.
They just completely flipped the script.
That one to me was always the biggest plot twist. I'm like, what?
I was like that last night. I was like, what the fuck? What? She's in on it too? What the hell is going on?
This dude's a clown.
Look, and then with the shoes to make it seem like she's so innocent with the little socks with the little shoes that she has on too. Are they gonna fuck him over now and get all the money?
I don't know.
Or is he gonna kill both of them? No, I feel like it'll be the females. You can't trust bitches.
You can't trust hot bitches. You can't. You really can't. You can't. You can't. You just can't trust them.
For all I know, they already gone on and set up a camera there.
Oh yeah, they're getting there on, getting a little dirty. What? It's like feels like we're watching Skinamax.
He took the underwear. Oh, that's a big mistake.
It's already on Mr. Skin.
Why would you take somebody's pants? I don't understand that. He's like, I'm gonna keep these as a souvenir. I'm like, oh wow,
I'll keep it for myself. That's...
I'm like, wow, you and every other rapist and pedophile.
Yep. Just when you felt bad for Matt Dillon's character, just took a big turn. Like, what the fuck?
I feel
Okay,
so
then.
betrayed.
Okay. Oh, that would get everywhere. I'm sorry. That wine would get everywhere. Why would you do that? Now you can't sleep. And now you have no.
Well, at least it's a shitty motel, so.
I mean, I understand,
but it's really getting ruined.
Oh, it's definitely. We're gonna have a little bit of a party going on.
I'm like, seriously. I'll be like, look, okay.
Just
look.
imagine Kevin Bacon and the detective going in there having UV light, and it'll be Jackson Jalapeno all over the place.
Well, thoughts.
Someone gonna get fucked for sure.
Well, somebody just did get fucked.
Well,
Three people did.
In a different way, in a less fun way.
Literally and figuratively.
I figured it like somebody.
Lombardo was having an affair with Sandra Van, right?
And now the FBI is onto it.
I mean, that's a hell of a motive for Kelly to fabricate this whole story in the first place.
Maybe Lombardo's
Kevin Bacon's like, I've dealt with bullworms up in up in. Where did Tremors take place at? Texas.
Yeah, it was like Texas.
Yeah, he's like, I fought bullworms. Rapists aren't nothing.
Sandworms, yeah. It was like Doom style. Instead of riding the sandworms, they kill it.
I don't know why, but every time I look at Matt Dillon, he just looks like he looks like Bruce Campbell, but in better shape.
So they're a heck of detective that they were able to figure that out very quickly. Well, you got
it's a little odd that Kevin Bacon figured it out very quickly than than his partner.
This was everybody like remember in the movie what's it called The Watch, Neighborhood Watch with Ben Stiller. This was like a scene that people were like, that one guy before he gets murdered, it's like, it's time to come out the Denise. It's time to come out the pool, Denise. Y'all seen The Watch, The Neighborhood Watch?
I feel like that other movie and with the red bathing suit. I'm like, it seems to have always
that was like the Fast Times of Richmond. Fast Times.
The
guy was
a bathing suit that's that revealing.
He was daydreaming, seeing her coming out of the pool in a red bathing suit.
This looks Kevin Bacon did the slow motion walk to make sure he's cool.
But going back to what you were brought up with, where the location was done for the movie Tremors, it was supposed to be in Nevada.
Nevada. Fuck you. No, that's a fun movie to watch, Tremors.
Yeah,
it was actually serious awesome. And it's not overly goofy, so it's just right in the middle, you know.
Yeah,
it kind of knows what it wants to be.
That's Pez Howell's favorite movie.
See, the thing about it is, threesomes rarely work out. I mean, it's hard enough for one person to keep a secret, let alone three.
Damn, like he picked this up quickly.
I would take him to a casino because I'm like,
after the plot twist, what you said before, that this feels like we're watching a different movie now. Now it's like the court trial of this accusation, and now this is completely different.
Now it's like a true crime show.
A true crime movie.
Feels like a 2020 episode.
Absolutely.
You don't think this little freak Susie's gonna hold up, do you?
How often do you think Kevin Bacon eats bacon?
Probably a lot.
I mean, I'm surprised we don't have bacon with Kevin Bacon's face on it. Where it's like,
oh, you better watch it with that shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they've done it.
Opportunity right there.
Yeah, I want them dead.
Have some Kevin in your bacon. Kevin Bacon.
You know, I don't think I ever told you how star I am. What's the
Hey, Stephanie, you're at 700 subscribers now, right?
Yeah, I just made it not that long ago. It was really exciting.
You're now at 701.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was really sorry about
Bullshit.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking now, what about it'd be funny if Neve Campbell was a sponsorship for Campbell Soup?
What's up with all the creepy dolls? Look at that one right there. And there's one on the other side. I was trying to look at it.
I noticed.
Take a look at this. Take something about you.
We were just talking last night on Small Talk about an episode about a movie Kevin Bacon did called Stare of Echoes.
Oh, I just saw your message. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about the Tomb episode that was the worst out of the 3 that we covered, and yeah, you were talking about how much they ripped off that movie.
So there is a review on Letterboxd for this movie, Wild Things. It says, this is basically the what you say SNL skit on crack.
Oh shit, dude! I did not think about it. Now thinking about it, it's pretty accurate. They might as well play that fucking song in that movie. Dear sister.
There's an SNL sketch of Jeremy Renner where it's like everybody's double crossing everybody, and then they're all holding guns to each other, and they're like, "We're gonna go to my kid's birthday now," and then they all walk over here to the kid's birthday, and they're like, "I gotta tuck my kid in," and then they all walk and they tuck the kid in. They goes, "All right, now I gotta go take a shower," and then they all walk and they're all in the shower together, and they're like, and then they're like, "All right, now I gotta go to the bathroom," and then they're all just looking, they're all like pointing at the guys, but he's like looking away. And it kept going that way until finally they're like, one guy goes, "You know what? I don't need the money now." And they all just start killing that guy. And then they're like, "All right."
But also, like speaking of the song earlier, that YouTube, this guy on YouTube just like put the song in the end of The Departed when the characters were double crossing one another, and they play that song. I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
There's a lot of there's a lot of jazz in this. Like, it feels like that's the soundtrack. It's like Southern jazz.
Oh, she's gonna be the one that gets some cock.
Saxophone, not jazz, saxophone.
Considering this environment, like this definitely takes place in the Cape Fear universe.
It might as well be in the same universe.
Poor Robert De Niro sitting there trying to watching this going, yeah.
Counselor. Counselor. What is this cell phone? It's like as big as my head.
But that was the 90s, Ryan. Like in the early 90s, that was a cell phone.
I'm aware it was the 90s.
You're too young to understand, Ryan, boy. Let me explain this, okay, little boy. All right, back in the 90s, people used those big-ass phones.
Back in the old days.
In the old time. Oh, my gosh. Are they going to kill her? Is she going to kill her? Because you know how they say you can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
That was in high school. That's when they used those phones.
And if he's going to kill... Oh, my God.
Neve Campbell is a liability.
Yeah,
she's the weakest link.
This Richards is cool. She's like, I'm cool, man. I'm fine with keeping a secret.
Like, I'm going all the way.
What a twist it would be if this was secretly a Scream movie. Ghostface pops up out of
Dude, that would be fucking crazy. I would not be surprised if they actually had the plot twist.
I would have been like, this is the worst idea ever, but I would have been like, I hate what he did. But what's that Siskel and Ebert sketch that you like putting up there? I admire what he did, but I
hate it.
Kevin Bacon can barely hear it from that far away from the fucking phone speaker as he's recording.
Doesn't her mother, like, I understand there's a mansion right over there, but doesn't her mother like have cameras so she can catch why is that girl over here? I don't know. I'm just also, how did Kevin Bacon get on the property when there's like gates and everything?
Yeah, I know. How the hell did he get in?
Oh, you're gonna kill her. You're gonna drown her. Oh wait,
yeah, obviously there's no
like,
cameras. Okay, so
and like save her.
Oh, here we go.
Like I was like,
I'm not gonna lie. I would have thought Neve Campbell would have been the one that could fight. Just saying.
Right?
Me too.
Yeah.
I would have thought she'd have been too preppy to fight. So I'm like, Neve Campbell could have handled herself.
I figured she was trying to fight the cop at the beginning. Was like,
She's supposed to be the emo tough chick.
Yeah. And what universe would that? It turns.
You know what this reminds me? It reminds me of the scene.
Like, I'm gonna kill you now. And then
yeah, but
like,
also, do you remember in the room where Greg was just trying to kill the psychiatrist and trying to commit murder, and they all hugged it out? It's like, are you cool? I'm cool.
You can
Literally
tell
like
a man
this.
wrote this. You could
We
tell.
all go a little mad sometimes.
You could tell a man wrote this movie because no woman would have said, you know what, the girls fight and then they get sexually charged and then they start banging in the pool.
They get all feisty in the car. They get all dirty in the pool.
By the way, in the unrated version, that scene goes on for longer, where you see
really?
like Denise Richards topless, and then they like make out some more, and then they go under the water.
Throwing things at each other.
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw that scene that was in the movie Knocked Up when they were watching the unrated scene with Denise Richards and Neve Campbell getting it on in the pool.
Saved if she hadn't set out to destroy the man's life.
You wouldn't go after a guy.
But to be fair, he's literally like, yeah, I'd like ignore the pornographic stuff, but watch the whole other footage.
Like, watch the other
stuff before they were starting to get it on before the porn.
Yeah, like, when they were fighting, and like,
before that.
Like, did you watch the
when they were
beginning?
fucking, like there's other stuff in there besides the porn stuff. Obviously, Kevin Bacon must not have had a microphone because, like,
yeah, I was like, how the hell are you able to hear that from?
You can't pick up what
like
they're
10
saying.
feet?
You can't.
They must have a hell of a sound quality.
Kevin Bacon should run up there and goes, I can't hear what you're saying. Can you say it louder so the camera can pick it up?
Yeah, you want to say that to my face?
I feel like that was ad-lib because it just seemed like that just came out of nowhere, Matt Dillon saying that.
You say that to my face.
I said, you heard me, motherfucker. And I'm like,
I think he did, though.
He called you out, and he literally accepted the calling. Well, I mean, you really, this is just a theory, okay, Kevin Bacon? When you're recording a film, once they start having sex, that's when you cut the film off and go, I have enough evidence, I'm good. You don't sit there and keep recording and going,
as they're getting it on in the pool.
I mean, you're not really happy. Like,
it's like we're watching a rough sex.
It's just like he was just like, he might as well just did this. Like,
Were you ever in a situation?
all right, we're good.
He might as well have.
We all have.
No, I mean something bad that you saw coming, and then it happened.
So I just want to take the temperature of the room here. On my channel, I'm going to be thinking about reviewing all the Alien movies. Does any of you want to join me for one of them?
Absolutely. I'm down for it.
Buddy.
yeah,
Stephanie, you want in?
yeah, I want in. I've seen the first. Wait, how many are there? 3, 2?
Well, there was technically like
You're so adorable,
6 of them.
Stephanie. You're so adorable for thinking that. You're so adorable for thinking that.
Bless your soul, Stephanie. Bless your soul.
Let's just say it's less than 10, but it's more than 5.
Look, I've seen the first 2, and I really like them.
Which that's the only good ones.
There's
I'm
like,
like,
what,
and then I've seen the Predator.
Has its moments.
there's
Well,
Alien versus
the Alien versus Predator, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure soft spot.
Yeah.
You know how bad it is, but you just want to just see them duking it out.
Yeah,
There's 8 movies.
8 of them. Oh my goodness.
If you want to include the prequel,
You include Alien
the-
versus Predator movies.
Okay, I've seen the Alien versus Predator movies.
The first one's pretty good. The second one is awful.
I
And
didn't.
I
I only
think-
watched bits of the first Alien versus Predator, but I only watched like the R-rated version, Requiem.
You watched. That's the second one. I feel so bad for you, man. That's so awful.
But yeah, but that was like because the first one they did a PG-13. Like they watered down that movie. Though it was supposed to be an R rating.
You want to hear something funny? Oh, Blacktastic said he's down.
Oh, he's like, yep, I'm in. He's probably like he's like Ezra Miller's like, stop right there, I'm in.
You know what's sad? I'm sure if he's watching, I literally thought about asking him to come on tonight too. But I was like, oh, he's probably busy, so I don't want to bother him because I know a lot of times I ask and like, hey, you want to hear something? He's busy.
Pause right here. Oh, here's the scene. What's happening with the Neve Camel?
Yeah, I was like, is this where she died?
They got her all liquored up.
No.
Look, I probably should have told you a little bit more about the part I intended to play.
Every time I see him, I think of Herbie Fully Loaded.
Oh boy,
he was the bad guy in Herbie Fully Loaded.
Yeah, but every time I see him, I think of You, Me, and Dupree with Owen Wilson.
That was like the last thing Lindsay Lohan did before she went insane.
Oh, actually, she did like I Know Who Killed Me, and nobody.
Oh yeah, that one.
I remember watching because I used to watch. Look, this is gonna sound like I'm a teenage girl, but I used to watch Entertainment Tonight or Know the E Hollywood Story, and I watched and said Lindsay Lohan got pissed off because her song that she made for Herbie Fully Loaded was reduced to the credits.
Oh my goodness,
girl! I'm telling you right now, girl,
you're gonna kill her.
Yep, he's gonna whack the crap out of her. With the
water bottle would break. That bottle would break. I don't care how hard that bottle is. That thing is gonna bust.
Was a lot.
Okay.
Wouldn't that shatter?
Ryan,
I don't know how glass works, but I would think after a good couple shots with that, it'd be go.
Oh yeah, Ryan, dibs on Prometheus.
You should have just drowned her.
Prometheus, all right, that's yours.
And maybe Alien Covenant.
Dibs on James Cameron's Aliens.
Okay.
And Stephanie now has to choose between the first one and all the shitty sequels.
I was on this thing. I don't know what happened. I'll see. I'm gonna see the one.
You can get the first one, or you can get many of the shitty sequels.
The shitty ones.
All right, you want Alien?
See, yes, Alien.
And now Blacktastic has to figure out which shitty sequel he gets.
Oh, like, hey, you snooze, you lose.
He's like, damn.
He's like, fuck.
There's Alien 3, which is bad. Alien 4, which is even worse. And then there's Alien vs. Predator, which is mediocre. And then Alien vs. Requiem, which is like god awful. Which you're just like.
And you got Prometheus and Alien Covenant.
Which I like. I love Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So I'm like,
kill Billy in the front with his. Oh, I have a I do board games too. There's a board game for Alien. It's actually really good. I really like it. And the alien is like chasing you around the Nostromo, and then they have like the little cat in there. It's really good. I really like a real like beginner friendly
comments.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. I have not read the comment. I keep forgetting that it's on my. He says I'm down. By the way,
I try to do a live.
He wants Alien 3. Okay, well you know what? You got Alien 3, buddy.
All right, DJ, I will be hitting you up. Stephanie,
by the way, he's got great stories, so you're in for a treat.
I can talk with you.
Instagram would be best for me, but I could do Facebook Messenger. If I know that something's coming, I'll keep an eye on it.
No, Instagram's perfect. Let me just find you here.
Also, I forgot that
you can send it directly to my OnlyFans, Ryan.
The third Alien movie.
I do superhero OnlyFans. Okay, so you can send it directly to there. I do like backdoor action where it's basically me punching the back door a bunch of times.
You know, Jeff Dunham had a thing with his Peanut character. He like the first ever gay superhero, and one of the jokes was, "Don't turn your back on him."
Jesus.
Stephanie, what's your Instagram handle?
Mendez _519.
but I mean, just the idea that Mr.
Oh, found you.
I feel bad. I'm gonna get some shit later for that.
He got me out of the sailing team. Told me I could work my way out like he did. Let me tell you something. Sam Lombardo went to the University of Miami on that scholarship. Folks didn't have a damn thing.
Well, you don't know that. He could literally, like, they have boat racing in there.
But maybe he looked into his academic profile.
It's not like he went and grew up in Kansas, okay? If it's Kansas, then I'd be more suspicious. But I'm like, it's Miami. Miami literally
knows how to work with the boat.
You literally cannot go. Miami, literally, you cannot, like, it's impossible not to hit water in Miami. I like that Denise Richards was so upset whenever she goes, "Oh my God, this is gonna stain in my mom's car."
This is
so upset about the stains more than the body. There's a dead body.
This is not the same beach, but if you turn to the left, you'll notice Tim Robbins working on a boat, like at the end of Shawshank.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you're right.
I just miss my friend.
You know, I literally
just miss my friend.
You ever sometimes whenever like you have a hard days of work and your shirt's really dirty, you just want to take your shirt off when it rains and go like Shawshank Redemption style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably not ideal, but yes.
I did that once or twice. I thought that was so, and then I was just like, man, now my pants are wet too.
Jesus.
It was a good idea until it wasn't a good idea.
The body.
Swamp, most likely. You guys are swamp rat.
You enjoyed the rain too much until your pants were all wet.
That you've been threatening to run away.
Oh, let me tell you about it. You know, like
I mean, you got too excited for it.
Yeah, that you could write a whole book about how much I love the rain. Like, dancing in the rain. Like, I'm like,
or you're probably too busy. Like, I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain.
You want DNA? It can take weeks.
I'm like the Aquaman of rain.
So they took her teeth all out, or where he was hitting the teeth fell.
Her teeth fell,
and they decided, hey, we're not gonna look to see if we have any evidence left over. And they're supposed to be smart and like calculating everything.
To be fair, it is Florida. I mean, there's a lot of people without teeth in Florida.
Yeah. Clean up after yourself. You're trying to be smart and get away with your
Ryan's like, yeah, it's true. There are people without teeth.
Sometimes I have to lend them library books.
Excuse me, young fella. And one pulls up with like a rebel flag and like Leonard Skinner playing.
Excuse me,
hey,
young fella.
Can I borrow it? Do y'all have a book I could borrow? Yes, ma'am. It's on this section. All right, cool, man.
All right, cool, man. You got books I want to borrow?
Ryan's like,
with the library, sometimes you don't get the best and brightest.
Ryan's like, I'm not getting that book back.
Like, I get like 3 or 4 old people a day who need help with printing, like, which is just like when they walk up and say, can you help me print something? And it was like, which is just code for, I need you to do it. I will not be paying you. You think I'm kidding, but
she's being a peeper.
Spying on Matt Dillon.
Well, hey, at least, I work with people who don't even know what day of the year it is. I literally have to hear the same story over and over and over again to where I could write it down and tell you the whole story about this.
Did I tell you about the time I shook JFK's hand? Yes, for the 100th time.
I'm going to tell you the story.
Let me tell you about the bus driver I once had. Name is Donovich. She literally drove me every day, and then he sees a bus, and he's like, "There's Miss Donovich," and I'm like, "That's a man." And there's
so man.
That's a man. That's a man.
And seeing this many still shots and moving pictures of not fully clothed Denise Richards are just so good for my health.
Ryan, keep it in your pants, man. Okay.
I'm just saying,
don't cream it in your pants, bro.
Okay, you can go on Pornhub right now. We got to get through this.
We all know that.
Give me the energy to run another marathon down the road. Who knows?
Susie Toller's missing.
What?
She didn't come home last night. We found her car at the bus terminal.
Someone should probably turn it down on their end. I don't want this stream.
It's not
taken.
mine. I have headphones in.
I have it turned off unless I'm talking.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Matt. I was about to say, Matt, you asshole.
I have a headphone on.
Well, I'm not gonna blame Stephanie, so it's got to be either one of you two.
We're not gonna say nothing.
This is a big plot point right here. But now, I played by my own.
And now I'm $5 million richer. Turns out you can buy principles.
Straight up doing that seduction very well.
Saved by the Bell.
I swear to the Lord, like Lombardo.
Do you think she would have actually done it? Do you think she would actually do him?
They were that close.
She looked like she had no problem.
I know. He called her a good girl.
That's some dirty sex talk.
To Sam, it was foreplay. Kevin Bacon dresses like he wants that the truth, like, dresses like Mulder from the X-Files.
I was gonna say he dresses like he's a part of the Men in Black, but Fox Mulder works too.
That too.
The truth is out there, Kevin Bacon.
He would actually fit the part for the
Hey,
X-Files.
That's our next spin-off podcast, guys. X Talk.
Oh fuck me! Okay, come on. We got like 20 fucking podcasts. We're not. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be alive to see this all.
We're not doing them all at once. We'll do them down the road.
I'll be like a skeleton. They'll be like, "You still here?" And I'll be like Grandpa.
I'll be like Bryan Cranston from Malcolm in the Middle. It's like once you start down this path, there is no turning back.
You know what?
There is no leaving the path.
Well, you know what we should do is you should ask Stephanie if she'll cover or do one of the podcasts.
For which podcast? I heard my name. I got like trying to.
It's like I'm paying attention. I was like, I heard my name. I'm like, who said?
Ryan wants you to do a podcast soon, and it's all about the X-Files.
I have never seen the X-Files.
Well, then you know what? You're in luck because Ryan's going to cover the whole series plus the 2 movies.
With it from the first one, who's fighting?
I still haven't finished the first season.
I still haven't finished the 3rd season.
Oh my!
Oh, gunshot!
Oh yeah, I forgot this movie's almost over.
Whoa, what happened?
An alien showed up, and I tried to save Kelly. And
This plot is as thick as a lasagna.
Wait, hold on! Don't tell me that she's related to Matt Dillon. Don't tell me that they're brothers and they're gonna go off with the money themselves.
No, they're not related.
They're not related. It's not. They're not doing incest stuff.
And they're not gay either.
Like just brother stuff.
Thank God.
This ain't Game of Thrones.
Hi, we're second cousins twice removed. Get in the bed.
What do you think that actually happened in there when he went inside?
Oh yeah, okay.
Because they didn't show what happened inside. We heard that
Because they said like he did this before. He shot and killed somebody before. Which, in real life, that shit would not go that way. Like he'd be facing criminal charges.
That's true. He would have.
Well, I mean, again, this was like the '90s, so I mean,
suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. Nowadays, oh no, he would be facing criminal charges. They would tell him they'd have to put a tracking device on to make sure he won't leave the country.
Yeah, they'll probably put him on house arrest.
This has now just become a circular firing squad.
I feel bad for Kevin Bacon.
Me too. Yeah.
So this is not gonna have like a Saw moment where they're at the end. We find out what really happened.
No. Yeah, all of a sudden Jigsaw shows up.
Out comes Tobin Bell. Game over.
You son of a!
No!
He reveals himself. Jigsaw like game over.
Oh my god!
This was the prequel to Saw all along.
Oh, is he with the cop? The one that he was trying to seduce? Oh my goodness.
Sam, they're doing the Hans Gruber death, sitting on a beach, earning 20%.
That right there definitely reminds me of Bloodlines right there.
Oh, for sure, yes.
Yeah.
Here comes Stephanie's favorite scene.
Oh, yeah.
Stephanie, Sissy Spacek's going to pop out next.
There you go, Stephanie. This is all for you right here. And Ryan. All right. There you go.
Oh, okay. That's too many degrees of Kevin Bacon.
You know, shoot him in the leg or something.
Oh no, Stephanie's just like, yes.
So are they a couple or are they related?
No, they're not related.
Well, they're not related.
You saw Kevin Bacon's bacon.
You did.
Look at that.
That should be your favorite.
Right at the end. Right at the
Seeing
end.
his little plain view of his bacon.
They made that joke in a deleted scene in Superbad where he says he couldn't watch the movie. Jonah Hill's like, I couldn't watch the movie Wild Things because Kevin Bacon's dick was.
Now, what character you should root for next? Who you should root for?
I still laugh at that joke. It's stupid.
So he's gonna kill him too.
Superbad is just so freaking fun.
Rich man.
Yeah, like
No, Lucy.
Yeah, now you got to ask yourself,
You're
how
a
is Kevin Bacon involved in this whole scheme?
Well, let me tell you something. I saw this from a TV show once, but someone said this. Why would anybody share their power with someone else? If it's your money, why would you going to give that to someone else when you literally just got two people out of the way?
Right.
You think he's really just going to be like 50-50?
Gotta kill him.
You really believe he's going to take the money? What do you think is going to happen now?
Why don't you get yourself a nice big old
I miss Matt Dillon when he was in The Outsiders.
Oh my God, what are those the days before any of the actors became famous?
Or Matt Dillon in There's Something About Mary.
Oh yeah, him too. Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah.
Do it for Johnny.
Whatever did happen to Matt Dillon? Maybe he's just.
Like, did he retire?
I think like he was supposed to he was the second choice to play like Negan in The Walking Dead, or the third choice. Like he was on the short list to play Negan in The Walking Dead.
I am looking it up. What's Matt Dillon doing now?
Last time I seen him in a movie was Old Dogs.
Look, the way that I would have been so suspect, you go do it. I'll hold on to the steering wheel.
I don't
you
trust
know what the starboard is or whatever it is.
It's like, fuck that. I don't trust you.
There was an article in June of last year. He's just talking about his summer plans. So it just seems like he's just chilling now. Which,
There it is.
Considering all the stuff he's done, I mean, he's got the money to do it.
There you go. See ya.
It's true.
Oh, is he gonna get down to? Oh, is Kevin gonna come back up? Oh, there he is. They're gonna fight.
You gotta understand, if Kevin Bacon can swim, you are screwed. Yup.
Oh.
What?
Over here thinking
Neve Campbell's alive.
I'm over here thinking she's a fucking weak link.
And just when you thought she was the weak link, wrong.
Who was Davy? Did we ever see Davy?
No, she was not. This is right here. They're revealing the whole story about Davy right here. This reveals the whole entire story.
Oh, so we're getting like a Psycho situation.
So Kevin Bacon was a piece of shit.
So yeah, this is a revenge plot.
The fact that she says she's saying teach you how to drive the boat rather than be like, hey, you're gonna have to I got to get the money, so why would I,
Don't try to be simple. Not much. I'm just trying to push for a while.
Oh. It's funny. It's one of the first things I noticed about you, Sam. You like to cruise. You take college, for instance. I bet the only classes you took were the ones where the finals were on multiple choice. You never bought the book. You'd always find some girl to love
So
you.
she gonna come on top out of everybody.
Is that how it went? You'd always find some girl to love you hers, and of course you have that. Pop quiz is boring.
Oh shit!
Of course.
Oh.
Poison.
Good guess. Poison. This is like poison.
This is in no way relevant to my current predicament.
You should. You know what you do? Okay, if you don't trust the woman that's giving you your drink, you take baby sips and go. And then when she's not looking, you go.
Yeah, that's what you do. The first thing you do, spit it out when she's not looking.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
You know, this whole thing right now shows you women are crazy. You should never trust women. This is like literally the definition of don't trust.
Don't trust a beautiful woman, especially someone who's interested in you. That's Magneto said it.
Magneto's line from X-Men 2 still stands to this day. Magneto's line: always never trust a beautiful woman, especially one that's interested.
So relevant.
No offense to all the beautiful women out there.
Don't take it personal.
Oh, she was so smart.
She's got a high IQ.
So, from what I understand, she was related to Kelly Van Ryan. They were cousins.
I don't know.
From the dialogue, that's what it said, that she was a Van Ryan, so it means she inherits all the fortune because Kelly's dead.
Oh.
So she means she's either her half sister or cousin, and so she will inherit the whole fortune.
Probably, they're probably cousins.
Which it makes it even creepier because they just had sex together.
They just got it on. Like, you fucked your cousin.
Still, it's incest. It's Florida, all right. That's Florida. That's Florida for
It's
you.
not. Well, they're not in Alabama.
See, that's where it really goes down.
I mean, she's my second cousin.
Wait, it's not over yet. Not over yet.
Oh,
It's got the scenes.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wait for the credits starts to roll because they will reveal a lot of shit.
I've had heard some very sus things.
I mean,
about
essentially,
her.
Neve Campbell is the Jigsaw. She's the puppeteer.
I hear they do weird things in Mississippi.
Fuck you! We don't do weird things in Mississippi. What is the state that has all the meth heads and crackheads and dinosaurs and all the?
Oh shit! She's got a bunch of sex photos, having sex with Kelly.
So what was she doing? Taking photos outside, going like, "Yeah, I got you, begging Kelly."
This is where it all started.
It's like, I'm gonna turn your ass in.
She's blackmailing him.
This was all to get back at Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, it was a revenge plot, and then steal the fortune.
Yeah.
Wait, it's keep going. I'll tell you when it's gonna keep going. It keeps showing you scenes. It's like the Michael Bay Transformer. Like, it just keeps showing you scenes.
Yeah.
It shows you after the boat. It does show you the scene after she drives off in the boat.
They were doing all this years before the MCU.
So like he was sitting there, so he's like,
"You were her bitch."
And watch this. You're gonna see what happened in the room with Denise Richards.
That is commitment.
Oh my god.
It's commitment.
Pulling her teeth out.
Like, give it to me, you little pussy.
Yeah, pussy. She's gonna do it for herself. Like, give it to me, you pussy. It just shows you that he's a little pansy. Like, he ain't no murderer.
How dare you hit me? I'm Kevin Bacon. This is what you get for being married to Charlie Sheen. Tiger blood, bitch.
I'm winning.
I'm not. No offense to Neve Campbell, but wouldn't it make more sense to get rid of her, Neve Campbell, and keep Denise Richards? I'm just saying.
And Kevin Bacon literally lied about, like, oh yeah, she shot me. Like, ew, no, she didn't. You shouldn't have killed Kelly.
Did you enjoy being a guest of the state?
Oh.
Oh shit, this gets crazier.
Yeah, he's just walking around with it. The check is the balance of it on your account minus the million we said it's likely to be an alternate. That's my usual fee.
Oh.
Saul Goodman, basically.
Absolutely.
Susie. Be good.
Motherfucking Bill Murray.
If you would have told me Bill Murray and Neve Campbell win at the end, I would have been like, you're out of your fucking mind.
It's like bullshit.
It's like that just doesn't come out enough. Like, it's like that's it.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
So, what did you think of the movie? Wow. Sorry, it wasn't smutty enough for you, but it was very good. And I really enjoyed it. First off, Ron, what did you think?
I really liked it. Like, more than I expected to.
There is like 5 sequels, and they're all about mostly the same freaking plot. Except
we're watching 5 different movies in a single film.
Like literally, they literally have one movie that's just called Wild Things Foursome, and that's literally the marketing push. Is like, oh, you thought there was 2 girls, now there's 3 girls plus another girl, and you're just like, why? That's not the whole point of this movie, though. This movie's it's a crime plot. It's not about sex. I mean, I just feel like Sony missed the point of this movie and said, you know what sells? Sex. One word. Sex. That's what sells this movie.
Yep.
Like, play the Michael Scott clip from The Office. Sex.
Sex. What's the key word to this movie? And then Sony's like, one word. Sex. Like, that sells. Which, I mean, really, I do think that this movie does have a lot. Like, this is literally also, it's like Cry Wolf. It's about a girl who plays Cried Wolf. And then it turns out they were all in on it. So it's like, it kind of throws you for a loop because it's not the he said, she said. It's more of like they both cried wolf and they're both in on it. But it's like, I've never understood.
You got the she said, and then you got the true crime, and then you got a revenge plot.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Stephanie. What was the biggest thing that got you, that pissed you off in this movie?
Nothing. Trying to believe Denise Richards as being a rape victim. That's kind of mean to say, though. But nothing pissed me off about it, to be honest with you.
Pretty sure it wasn't either Kevin Bacon or Neve Campbell doing a big reveal.
Like, pissed me off? No, it was just a shock. the Nev being alive probably was the bigger one because I was thinking
because you
I
thought
had
she was going to be the
Kevin
weakest
right
link,
before
and it turns out
happened.
she was the brains involved of this whole operation.
Like this is all hers, yeah.
She might as well be Jigsaw.
Kevin deal right before. I mean, y'all tried to throw me off of Kevin being part of it, but right before I was like, watch it be him too involved in there. So it was more of that. Those two. I mean, the Nev being part of it probably was my bigger shock, but nothing like pissed off or anything. It was just that was probably the bigger shock. Her being with the blonde, I don't like her hair being blonde like that either.
This is a great story.
Yeah, but what about you, Ryan? What was the part that really pissed you off?
The first reveal where it's like Sam is in on it. I'm like, I felt so sorry for you, and then it's like
Ryan was like, I would have paid for this man's defense funds, and yet it's like I feel ripped off.
Yeah, the first part really pissed me off the most because of Matt Dillon. Because I felt sorry for him.
He's so charming. You want him to succeed. You're like, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
and
he was like, he's actually a nice guy who's getting fucked over by two teenage high school chicks.
Well, to be fair, he was having sex with Kelly Van Ryan. Okay, I mean, really, he was legitimately having sex with her.
Yep.
So, like, to be fair, he wasn't all nicey nice.
I went from what a poor guy to fuck this guy. In like the time that they crossed the Bonneville Salt Flats.
It's like the writers were duping the audience. Like, why you treat your customers that way? Because fuck them. That's why.
Yeah, I will say that this movie is like it's like you're eating a sandwich, a good sandwich, and then it turns out at the end of it they're like, "You enjoy that sandwich? Well, guess what? It's like guess what? You know how you were eating like a turkey sandwich? Guess what? It's vegan, motherfucker."
Yeah, because after we found out about Dylan being involved, it felt like it just turned into something completely else after that with the courtroom and everything. And it's like, oh no, it was all a scam. Now we're on to this other part of it. Yeah, that was crazy. No,
especially when the court like got exonerated, and we're not even at the end. It's like this cannot be over. Something's gonna happen.
I had to check all the time, and I go, how much time do we have left? I said, oh no, there's still a lot going on.
You thought it was I almost thought it was the ending. I literally thought we were getting to the third act. I was like, wait, hold on. We're 47 minutes into this movie. We're not. Something's gonna happen. This cannot be easy.
As a person, I've watched a lot of movies. I have literally, if you would tell me this is what, all right, the courtroom scene ends here, I don't know where to go from here. Like literally, I would say extend the courtroom. I don't know where to go. And then whenever like where it just goes next, you're just like, okay, it's like you're playing a game of what's that game that you used to play where you're like, you're trying to go through like and you're it's not like solitaire, but it's a game where it's like you're in a maze.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're in a maze, okay, like you're playing a maze game. And all of a sudden, you think you're going down this tunnel lead to the exit when you're going a completely opposite direction. And you're just like, or like it's one of those choose your own adventure feels like almost. And it works though because it's like, okay, where it's like, okay, well, Kevin Bacon and Matt Dillon get away with it. No, that's not it. You're like Neve Campbell.
What about Among Us? What about Among Us? Just when you thought that was the serial killer, it turns out it's someone else and they duped you.
I mean, really. I mean, also like What was the one thing like when you like Bill Murray? It was the best part of the movie. I thought he was funny.
Yeah, I did, and he was gone, and we never thought we would see him again until the post credit scene.
Also,
the great therapy with him there. Yeah,
he's literally Saul Goodman. He's literally Saul Goodman before Saul Goodman. It was even like invented.
Maybe it's with the inspiration for Saul.
Wild Things might as well be the blueprint of Breaking Bad.
I mean, really, there are so many twists and turns. Vince Gilligan's like, I can make this, but it's with meth,
with drugs.
It's like I'm gonna take instead of taking place in Florida, it's going to New Mexico. I just don't want to deal with hillbillies. You don't want to deal with hillbillies. Be like, oh, and I guarantee you, I'd rather a movie take place in New Mexico too, rather than Florida, because there's too many freaking alligators and snakes, and I'm like, New Mexico is a much better climate than Florida.
They got snakes in New Mexico.
Yeah, but like you have like 100-foot anacondas or freaking boas in there, and like everybody like trying to eat your damn dogs. Okay, like nobody wants to move to Florida.
And scorpions.
You can't even let your dogs outside.
Yeah, you have a risk of a snake killing your dog in Florida,
and you don't have a basement.
If a snake or an alligator will kill your dog, a snake or an alligator, you should not be living in Florida. Okay, Ryan, your life is in danger when you step outside.
You can see it. Look, it's a little scorpion in there.
Aw.
Oh.
Is it dead? Oh yeah.
It's a lollipop.
No, I noticed the lollipop.
I thought it was
the heart-shaped lollipop.
Like a scorpion engraved or something.
Yeah. I when you said scorpions, I was like, oh, let me showcase myself. I ate a scorpion. It was crunchy.
But I will say this is like something I just like. It gives you these twists and turns. Like this is like something you would read, and then you're like they would not make this today because they would say, okay, the nudity's too like out there for that. Like it's just like not too much sex in this movie.
For a movie that
really like my books.
Yeah, like
this is a movie like Neon would make.
Neon.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie studio.
All right.
They made Infinity Pool.
So, what 1 to 10, Matt? 1 to 10.
Oh, I feel like after watching it the second time, I'm probably gonna give it like an 8.
What would you have given it before you saw it?
Well, my head was spinning a lot. I didn't know what to think of it. It was pretty good. I was going to give it like a 7.5, but now I just upped my score. It gets better on the second watch. Now it's starting to add up because when I watched it for the first time, I was like, "What's going on? What characters am I rooting for? How does this make any sense? I'm so goddamn confused. Like, what the fuck is going on here?"
Like you're dead.
Stephanie,
you're part of it. You're part of it too.
You're part of it too. What the fuck? How does he fit into all this?
It's like everybody's double crossing each other. It's like this person's double crossing.
Like it might as well be the whole fucking town is in on it the whole time. It's like they're just fucking everybody.
Like in Hot Fuzz. Like in Hot Fuzz.
When you were doing your predictions, were you close to any of your predictions when you were watching it yesterday? Because I was pretty close with my predictions right now. I feel like I was pretty on it for the most part. Not too far. I had
my suspicions for Kevin Bacon. I had my suspicions for Kevin Bacon a little bit more than what Matt Dillon did because I was literally rooting for Matt Dillon until I got fucked.
Everybody got fucked by Matt Dillon in this movie, literally and physically.
Literally and figuratively.
Like I don't know. This movie makes you second guess your like. Maybe we shouldn't believe everybody, but then at the same time, it's like
it messes with your head. Like who can you really trust? Really, what's the real truth?
I do like it because it pits is like it's like if somebody ever like I like in a serious note, if somebody's ever accused of sexual assault and they're such a nice guy, you're like, oh, he would never rape somebody. He's such a nice guy, and then you see like, oh my god, he's not such a nice guy. He actually is a kid. Like
even the victim could be in on it. It was all staged.
I mean, it shows you both sides of that mirror. Like, okay, he's not a nice guy. He's a piece of shit in real life. He just hides.
I mean, if I ever could be in part of the jury, I don't know if I could be a part of it because we don't know who to trust. Yeah. Because sometimes they could be put on a great act.
I mean, true. Stephanie, 1 to 10, what would you give it? Take your time. It's fine.
I think an 8. Also, I feel like
Oh, you share the same rating as me.
Yeah, because it was really good. I
feel like it got better on the second watch for me because we're watching it together. We're just like analyzing
so
and getting into
Bad
the
Lieutenant?
That what?
Was it so much better than that movie we watched, Bad Lieutenant?
Oh, yes. Okay, that's the movie. I was like, what the hell is that movie with his gun? I tried to take that movie out of my head, and I was like, wait, I think I saw. All I can remember is his gun being just kind of like weird, and I was like, I don't know what the hell that movie was.
There's some funny moments in that movie. I was laughing, especially when he's trying to abuse the old lady to gain information.
But no, I really like it, and for it to have come out so long ago, like I mean, yeah, of course, some stuff was outdated or whatever, but I mean, it still held up for me. I enjoyed it.
Sure, your favorite scene with Kevin Bacon revealing himself in the shower.
Wait,
that's your favorite part.
There you are, hotness.
It's Kevin Bacon's dick, everyone.
There has to be. I thought it was gonna be like a locker room full of it's gonna be like challenge. What's it called? Challengers or
Yeah, challengers.
Yeah, like
That's literally there's a bunch of dudes.
Well, I mean, if you really want to see Dong, just go watch Challengers. Okay, I mean,
yeah, just go watch Challengers. That will you'll definitely enjoy that.
Or Watchmen, if you want to see a flaccid Dong.
If you want to see his flaccid from Dr. Manhattan,
go watch Watchmen. If you want to see a flaccid,
that's his lightsaber that glows.
But no, yeah, I would give it an 8, 8 out of 10. Yeah, I really like that. I can see this movie again.
Yeah. Ryan, what would you give this?
I'm going 9.
Wow, a lot higher.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Well, no offense to Ryan, but I would say it is a 8 out of 10 as well. I think this is a great film. Honestly, this is like, I think, one of Kevin Bacon's best movies. You know, like, this is like, I would say if this movie had come out today, I don't think it would have been, if it would have came out in 2017, I think this movie would have been huge. But I think this movie now, I like that it exists where it is because, one, I'm sure there would have been a lot of changes in the movie that they would have made, you know.
Oh, yeah.
They would have probably, they don't want to, like, because this movie shows you both narratives. And I'm sure they would have want to paint it one way or another. They wouldn't want to go both sides because they would say, like, you know, obviously they'd say, well, we can't just have him be the victim or her be the victim. One person has to be the victim. And I like that it just shows you every side of the story. And then, of course, you see that both sides were lying the whole time.
And you're seeing that you're getting duped and you're getting lied to. Very manipulative.
I do like that. I like movies that keep you entertained and twisted all those things.
It keeps you in suspense and it keeps you guessing, and it's challenging the audience. Right. Like, what do you truly believe what's going on?
So, Stephanie, what do you have coming up on your channel?
I'm doing, I was like, not much. I'm not doing nothing really on my channel right now. My next 20 movies, because I'm doing my 100 favorite movies of all time. It took me a while to get there. I think I'm gonna next week. Oh no, next week. No, sorry, the following, like in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna do nothing next week. So probably like in 2 weeks, I'll work on the next like 20 movies. Yeah, but I don't have like a schedule right now. It's just whatever I feel. It's just like I'm not doing nothing for my channel right now.
No, you're not going to the
I'll
movies.
do it when I'm good and ready.
Yeah, it'll come eventually. But no, I think maybe like in 2 weeks, the next 20. I think we're getting up to like the top 50 now at this point, maybe somewhere around there. So we're getting to the top part of it. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, I look forward to looking and see what's going up. Let me know when you get to 100.
Well, I started down from 100 going up. Man, my list is different than other because mine's not like the IMDb list. I don't have none like the classics. I have some random movies on there.
like the Spanish version of Queen of the South.
Queen of the South. Well, no, that's a show. But
I mean, well, like I'm saying, what's that one you're telling me about? That was
I love that.
There's one that was like, tell me about. I was like, what is that? Like, oh, it's a Spanish version. It's really good though, and I'm like,
oh yeah, no, yeah, it's on Netflix. Oh, I highly recommend it. So there's
there was something I was telling you, like there was something I was telling you, do not watch this, and you were like, now I have to watch. No, it was Poughkeepsie Tapes.
Which one was it? I don't remember what you said.
I made this asshole right here watch Poughkeepsie Tapes because he made me watch one of the shittiest fucking movies ever made, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Nutty. So I'm like,
we all watched it.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with him right now. Watch this. So I told him I had no interest either in viewing this movie. I just knew that I knew he would. And then on top of that, he was telling me, oh, yeah, I like movies that are so out there, like found footage movies. And I'm like, oh, you just opened up the wrong door. So I literally remember this movie, how awful it was. And I'm like, I'm going to make Ryan watch this movie. And just so I'm actually, hey, would you review this movie for me? And then he's like, oh, yeah, sure, man. And he watched it and goes, this is the horrible fucking movie.
Let me be clear in saying that quality-wise, I thought the movie was very good.
Yeah,
it's just the
story's
content.
Really like I've seen worse.
The story is fucked up.
That's my point. It's like one of those movies that glad I watched it, but I will never watch it again.
It's about a serial killer, and you're seeing him go around killing people and committing his crimes, and you're following him, and it's horrific.
It's awful.
Like what he does to this one woman is so horrific. You're like, this is fucked up. I was telling you, never watch this movie, Stephanie. It messes with your mind. Like I watched it, and for 3 days I couldn't get that out of my head. And Ryan even said it stuck with him for a week. He said that movie stuck with him.
Like
there's one movie that my sister made me watch that it's like, I don't know where I'll have that image in my head. I'll just be driving and it just like to live rent free in my head. Somebody, Megan is missing or something like that. Somebody's missing. It was on TikTok a lot, and it was like a disturbing movie. And then so she's like, "We gotta watch it," and it's about the girl. She meets somebody like on webcam, and they meet, and she's kind of fast, and then she got kind of kidnapped and killed, and then the friend got kidnapped. And it's like so.
Is that the one where it ends? Is that the one where the ending is in the barrel?
Yes. Is it called Megan is missing? Somebody's missing in that damn movie. I don't know. I wish it would miss right out of my freaking head.
The camera.
My gosh! I don't know where. I'm just like no. That goes there in there. And then it's not a movie, it's a book called The Troop Also Lives Rent Free. And I had heard that this one was supposed to be made into a movie with they were saying what's his name? Juan Malignant director?
James Wan. What about it?
Yes, him. He was supposed to be attached to that movie. And all that it's a bunch of like it's called The Troop, and it's about some kids like kind of like Boy Scouts. They go out and to do Boy Scout stuff, and people start dying, and it's like worms like are attacking them, like gets in them, and then like they're trying to eat everything and eat like themselves, and it's so disturbing. Like every single time that I have something like feel like I'm crawling on me, I'm like, oh my god, I got the worms. I got the worms. But I would love to see it as a movie. I think he would be a really good director for that, because it's like when I've seen maybe like 2 of his movies, and from what I envisioned it in the book, it gives me the vibe. The Troop by Nick.
I'm gonna look that up now, because now you piqued my interest.
There is, but it's a really
send that link to me. I want to see what the book is. You piqued my interest.
Oh no, not Nick. It's called. His name is. It is Nick. Nick Cutter.
Nick Cutter. Wow, you could tell this dude was really popular.
The Truth. Yeah, okay. It's really good. There's like this psycho kid. His name is Ashley, and it was like the second book where there was like a boy named Ashley, and he was also crazy. I said that's it. Every time I see a boy named Ashley in these books, I'm not gonna trust you. But yeah, no, that is a really great book, and they were talking about making it into a movie with him as a director. Highly recommend it, because know that you'll start feeling stuff crawling on you, and you're gonna be like.
That's why The Strain. I feel that way when I read The Strain by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck. That I really that one is just like, it's like these worms that turn people into vampires, and it's like a virus that's resident. They made a TV show out of it, and it's really good. And the book is just as graphic, and it's woof. There's 3 books. Then the books are like, they go downhill in quality in the books, but the TV show is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I would say watch the show. The show is better, in my opinion, than the TV than the books.
The
first book's good, but the second, third book are like, they feel rushed.
You
know?
Okay. Yeah, cause I'll try the show. I think I've heard of it. I've been wanting to watch it.
Hulu. It's on Hulu. It's called The Strain. It's a
well, yeah, The Strain is really an FX series, so yeah, you'll be able to find the complete series on Hulu.
It's not scary. It's just about like a virus, and people become infected, and then they start wanting to kill their loved ones.
They become vampires,
and they have this tongue that shoots out. Stuff. They have tongues that shoot out and it's like it literally, like there's a scene with a kid. Oh my god! Oof.
Yeah, it's like the second time that Guillermo del Toro was involved with the vampire stuff, starting with Blade 2.
Yeah, it's basically, if you ever seen Blade 2, they look just like the monsters.
It's a similar style of his visual style.
Oh, okay.
You You might like it. I highly recommend it. It's really good. It's like it's only 4 seasons.
I mean, at first when I watched it when it came on TV, I wasn't really into it, but I think I'm gonna definitely go look back and might appreciate it.
They took all 3 books and they made it into 4 seasons, and it's really well done. Like especially I love that the 4th season. It's good. It's really dark though. It's a really dark show because it deals with science rather than like it deals with like the not Holocaust. It deals with also like science. And it deals with all this kind of stuff. Like the CDC is like the lead guy in this show, and then it deals with like an old Jewish man who was a Holocaust survivor, and you see his backstory. And it's horrific what happened to him, and then you also see the vampire master in this, and it's really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the leading character is Corey Stoll. Yeah, Corey Stoll. You may have known him from the MCU movie with Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
It was MODOK.
Yeah, he was MODOK in Quantumania, but he was the Yellow Jacket at first.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about MODOK. His ass
CGI.
showing.
The first time you see him in Ant-Man and Quantumania was when you see a CGI ass.
Yeah,
a baby ass.
They had no shame of showing that.
That's why we don't talk about it.
But Ryan, Ryan? All right, what do you have coming up on your channel?
So small talk with these 2 guys every Tuesday.
Contractually
earlier today, my review for The Mummy dropped as part of the 1999 project. Thank you, Jacob, and thank you to Austin Pez Howell for reviewing that movie with me. That was a great time. I got a lot of stuff coming. I got a Planet of the Apes ranking coming as soon as I see Kingdom. I'm going to be doing a Road to the Strangers Chapter 1. I'm going to be reviewing both The Strangers and The Strangers Pray at Night, so be on the lookout for those. The road to 500 subscribers continues. I'm at 489, so I am within like striking distance. So if you have not checked me out, please do.
And also, what do you have coming up, Matt?
Well, I recently uploaded 2 of my reviews. I reviewed the Fall Guy and Kingdom and the Planet of the Apes, so be sure to check that out. And I recently did a review collab with Ryan. We did Dawn of the Apes, and there's still one review that I still have to edit pretty soon, which is Challengers. So keep an eye open. And yes, we'll be doing Small Talk on Tuesday.
Yep. Well, I'm really glad that you're the only person on Earth that saw Fall Guy. So I'm really happy for you that you got to see that one. Or ticket that they sold to you.
One of like 5.
One of 5 tickets. And we know, hey, congratulations, Matt. But 1 of 5 people, he a limited edition ticket. He's like, I
support original movies, guy. And you
I was in the only theater. Everybody else was seeing re-release of Phantom Menace. I was in a theater, empty theater, and I watched Fall Guy. And I was like, isn't it fun?
Well, to be fair, it wasn't really empty when I watched the Fall Guy. There were many people in that theater.
Well, if only there would have been way more, then the movie wouldn't have made on 20 million.
Now you know why that original movies don't come around that often with blockbuster movies.
First off, why put it in the summer? That is the worst. If you're going to put an original movie in the summer, I'm sorry, but it deserves to fail because why would you put summer is for like the IP, so everybody knows that. You put they wouldn't put Night Swim in the summer.
Oh God,
they would not put Night, so they know to put that shit in. Fall Guy, I'm sorry, but Fall Guy should have came out like in September.
Well, most blockbuster movies come out like prior to summer release.
A good time to release.
It was a good way to start off the summer deal. I didn't really like it. I didn't hate it, but I feel like it was a nice way to start off.
Would you watch this again, Stephanie? That's the question. Would you watch Fall Guy?
Good time to release Night Swim is never. That movie was awful.
Like if like your sister said, "Hey, let's go,"
I avoided watching Night Swim.
Maybe
she's trying so hard to be nice to him. She goes,
I have to be in the mood. I'm a mood watcher, so we'll see. It's Ryan Gosling, so maybe.
It's like I'm just being generous, being nice about it. Like, no, it sucks.
To be fair, Stephanie,
I thought it was gonna be better. It's good. Like it gave me such high hopes, and I was like, "Oh, this looks so up my alley. I'm gonna love it." And then I was just like,
"Oh man,
kind of bored."
That's a little disappointing. I actually fucking loved it.
It just reminded me of that movie with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, The Lost City.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that
Lost City over this one. I
The
would watch
Lost
Lost
I would
City before this one.
Well, this is a far better movie.
I mean, I'm going to see it once, like it probably hits VOD or something.
Oh,
I'll
dude,
watch
don't sleep on VOD, bro. Come on, man. You're part of
Hey,
the
my
problem.
look.
Why this movie's not making money? You're part of the problem.
I am part of the problem because guess what? That's their fault for putting an new IP out in the summer. Like, really,
Guys,
I mean, really.
Let's
I'm gonna
wrap
go
it
see
up.
Apes
Let's
this weekend.
not fight. Let's
I'm
wrap
gonna
it
go
up.
watch Apes this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Ape together strong. What's that? What's that? What's that? What a wonderful.
What a wonderful day.
What a wonderful day. By the way, that right there, that is being so memed right now. What a wonderful day. It says,
oh yeah.
What a wonder. They literally have him on the red carpet going, say it with us. What a wonderful day. And
that was Kevin Durant. Yeah.
Kevin Durant's going to have for the rest of his life saying that line. By the way, he's in the stream, by the way. Kevin Durant from the
yeah, he's been in a lot of roles, dude.
Yeah. He's a good actor though. Like, he's a great actor. Yeah, I'm not going to go see Fall Guy in theaters though. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed in you, bro.
I'll tell you now, I will go see something a new original one day in theaters, okay? Just it has to grip me. Fall Guy just doesn't look that good to me. And now Stephanie kind of confirms it, like
it's okay. You can wait for it to come out on streaming.
Exactly. Thank you for what's the next big movie coming out in the next big movie, the next one after Apes?
Movie John Krasinski. If
okay. Besides that, no one's gonna watch If.
I mean, I already. Well, I'm definitely
gonna watch it. That's like Clifford the Big Red Dog. Okay, like.
But it's John Krasinski directing, the man who made A Quiet Place.
So I'm like Ryan Reynolds. I would not have done that if I was Ryan Reynolds. I'm like Ryan Reynolds, dude. No one's gonna go watch If. I'm sorry. It's like that Harold and the Purple Crayon movie. Okay. Have y'all seen the trailer for Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Even I knew that was a dumb idea.
It's a guy with a magic crayon that can draw anything. I'm like, and he's a child, and then he becomes a grown-ass man when he enters the real world in his pajamas with his purple crayon. And I'm like,
no.
The book was a children's book, and they turned it to a movie with Zachary Levi, and I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm like, I cannot wait. But no. I'll tell you what. I'll go try to watch If. Okay, I'll go watch If and see what I think about it.
All right, let's say good night now.
All right, let's wrap up. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Okay.
Good night. Thank you for having me. Thanks for having us. Have a good time. Have a good movie.
About don't call. Please don't harass me later and message me saying, "Oh, you're such an IP whore and you just want to kill original ideas." Because I know people will say that shit to me later.
Please say it in the comments. Just harass them.
Do not harass me about that. I know people will say that shit.
You need to go support these movies.
Shit.
It's a crime against humanity.
So I know people are going to say that shit to me later. I'm like, don't. But yeah, thank you all so much. This is the live stream. Thank you all. Till next time. Always hold on to Smallville.
Yep.
That's the one.
Good night.